I haven't seen it.
As we were talking about before, given that Ginger Baker now lives outside of London, it was his choice to not watch the movie because, as he was saying a minute ago, things have obviously changed, and he doesn't feel like watching it.
Just being honest. No. They offered me money. It was an awful experience. And I didn't get the money.
And I left them out of the movie because I wasn't such a fan of the music either.
I don't know. I think it's Japan, I do believe. Something like that.
B.B. King's. B.B. King's. You're playing at B.B. King's Jazz Club. In Japan.
Oh, well, I know it's in Japan, that's all.
It's at B.B. King's Jazz Club in Japan, as well as numerous dates to be announced.
I don't know him. I only just met him.
He said that I suffer from verbal diarrhea as we entered the stage. Do you think that's a fair account? Verbal diarrhea.
That's your problem.
I suffer from verbal diarrhea.
I've got more regrets than you'd ever care to believe, okay? Hundreds of them. Well, I don't have anything to say about it because people listen to what people say. Most of the time, it isn't true, okay? It just is not true. Niger, yes, I do. I spent 5 days in jail there. Some of the drummers in Nigeria, Ray Charles, the Ellington Band at times.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. He was saying that he lost everything in the last chapter, and as we were speaking at dinner before, I think that's why you were saying it's been hard for you to watch the film, because the film is about you and witnessing, you know, your horses and your last chapter in your life. And that was what you were saying to me at dinner just now about how you don't want to watch for yourself, you know, what you had before. Can you talk about that?
I've got my own little life going on now, and I'm very happy with it, okay? I have a lot of joy with my present family. Contrary to what people with nasty mouths say. Okay, I saw an interview just yesterday with this guy, Jay, talking to my son. My son has never met my family. He doesn't know them. And he states that he doesn't speak to me anymore because my wife has forbidden me to talk to him. That is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard in my life. But that is the sort of thing that goes around. So much of what is said about me is just completely comes out of people's minds, where they want to invent this kind of mad, violent monster.
You did break my nose with a cane, and we all watched it.
I did,
Yeah,
and I
you
tell you what,
Yeah, we saw it.
I wish I'd broken your neck.
Right. I'm glad. Well,
Okay?
I'm. What do you mean? That's total bullshit. That movie starts off with a man who gets a phone call from me who says, "You know what? Come and stay with me and live with me." And I'll look you in the eyes right now and tell you that's.
No need to swear all
Give
the
me a
time.
break.
Right.
The guy picks up the phone and says, "Come live with me." So if that doesn't resonate with you, then I don't know what movie I just made. Get out of here. Give me a break. The whole movie's based on generosity.
The guy's talking to me, not to you.
That's the one thing that I would say is total.
Let me talk to, he's asking me a question,
Good.
not
We'll answer
you.
it. Well, I'm telling you, as the person who made the movie, that if there's anything that you can get out of it.
Now you can see why I broke his nose.
Exactly, sure. Doesn't matter. The point is, the generosity, I'm telling you, if there's anything that I would hope that anyone here would get out of the movie, it's that this man, whether you think that he is hard or you think that he's curmudgeonly or cantankerous, I called him on the phone, and he picked up that phone and within 3 phone calls said, "You know what? Come live with me. I'll tell you my story." And he gave me his life. He is the most generous man I've ever met. He has made my life. He's the most generous person I've ever met in my entire existence.
All I was trying to say is, you've just done it for me. Just load some more nice stuff in. You just did it. It's fine. Okay?
Thank you.
He's a tremendously generous guy.
He's the most generous person I've ever met in my life.
That's why I don't have any money. Okay? The reason I did this film was that I needed some money.
Right.
And they gave me some money.